There's an icky dead corpse stuck on my crotch. Get it off.
You got to throw the coffee in someone's face before they throw it in yours. That's life, baby. So I'm standing out in the heat, picking up puke with a poop scoop.
I'm like one of those flowers that you can't even smell or you die, you know? If you even think about having sex with me, you just drop dead. Don't we?
I don't know. I don't know if you can qualify it.
Whatever happened to the intros? We used to do intros.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of things.
We used to do something fun.
We used to try harder.
Yeah, we used to have fun with this.
Yeah.
This didn't wear us down like the marriage.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the honeymoon phase.
I mean, you know, it had.
Now we've got 6 kids each,
and we're at that point where
we have 154 kids.
I would say we're in the power struggle where we're trying to figure out like who the boss is in the relationship, but like we never got past that healthy growth part, and we've just been stuck in this toxic, like just yelling at each other about everything with our 198 kids around constantly, and they're just all on their individual iPads, and that costs so much money.
Yeah,
and then we had to
I
get
would
them.
Guess that was one of the biggest strains on the relationship.
And they all wanted Beats headphones because they couldn't stand to listen to us fighting, but all we fight about is the Beats and the iPads.
Because I'm fucking kids. Beats are bad quality.
And I agree.
Brand name.
I said I just got them for cheap because we needed 198.
But they saw you
headphones.
with the Beats and they wanted to be like their dad.
Those Beats are thrown out. They are gone. They would have to want some. You know, you don't get free advertising. I don't know what these are.
No one knows what those are.
No, but you don't get free advertising with these, baby.
No, except that one headphone company.
That did right by us. Yeah, that was fine. They were fine.
I love those headphones now. I wish
Studios.
I wish I knew then what I know now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Then you could give a real review where I didn't break down crying.
Yeah, I mean, I could give a shit about
a little show secret.
But I just didn't know that I would only have to charge them 3 times in the existence of owning them, which has been years now, and that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, that alone. And they were like, make sure you talk about the battery life, and it's like, sure, but I didn't know
it was like this. Name one other product outside of a car that does that. Not even your car battery for 3 years.
I had to buy a new car battery recently.
Yeah?
The last 2 cars I had, not recently.
Fuck your car battery. These headphones last longer than a car.
I could ride on these puppies forever.
My grandpappy wore these headphones on D-Day, motherfucker, storming the beaches of Normandy.
It's what killed him.
Lost because he could not hear any of the fire going on around him, and he had his fucking head blown off.
He also did not know music would sound like that. Technology would be this advanced. He died of shock.
A single sip of Four Loko killed the Victorian child. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. I started thinking about that. I was like, what other things? And and of course, my brain naturally went to the explosive cheesiness of an extreme nacho cheese Dorito would kill a peasant in the 1600s.
Well, I always think about it like just even back in like the 1900s, late 1800s. Like, I know there's been jokes about it before. Like, someone has a joke that's like, show someone in the 1900s the movie Transformers, and they would literally die. They would die.
Like people freaked out when the first TV came out, and it was like that 12-inch train coming at them, and they're like, "It's in the house."
People thought War of the Worlds was real.
It's like you show them Transformers,
which looks super real. Show them something in 3D, and their brains explode.
Show them Avatar, be like, "This is from a different planet."
Play them fucking nails or something like super crazy.
Not even nails. Play them that Skrill. Show them that porn video.
You won't last. You will die. Watch this and die, idiot. Was it worth it? Did you come?
Naif! And then he grabs his heart and dies.
Fingers in the butt.
If ye do things with ye asshole like that.
Yeah, they didn't even have porn in the 1900s, right?
Show them porn.
Drawings?
Show them what these girls do.
I don't think.
Show them Transformers on one TV, that porn video on the other, with nails from Clockwork Orange. I know what you're talking about. Clockwork Orange.
That's even better. I was thinking there's a thing you can do where you like split your eyes, like you put a thing, not like you, but there's like a board you can get that like makes it very much 2 different things.
Yeah,
like 3D glasses.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also the Clockwork Orange thing. Just a whole bunch of
Clockwork
shit.
Orange, Transformers.
You could show them Clockwork Orange and it
Yeah.
would fucking ruin their life.
You could read them.
And that's
You could give them the book of
read
Clockwork
them a
Orange.
Clockwork Orange and ruin their life.
Give them a delicious cup of Tang and see what they do.
Give them a surge.
Give them a fucking bag
Their
of.
heart blows up.
Give a goddamn Salem preacher a bag of crazy bread and watch it change his life.
Yeah, we just get a
There's
time
no more
machine and
witches in
come-
Salem. We have crazy bread now.
Yeah, they're like, it's you guys. You're like, yeah.
Crazy bread. He's a witch.
It's called Crazy Bread. They must be insane.
Go ahead, give King Charlemagne a chalupa supreme and watch him denounce Christianity.
Yeah, there's so much shit. Like when you think about
So much
that,
sodium it kills a Celtic king.
I'd pull up in a Tesla
Pull up in a Tesla playing Valet.
with my knees out, and I feel like they'd be like, "Oh my god,
Sweet Jesus, that man doth have knees.
Pull up in a Tesla with a girl with huge fake boobs playing Filet, sipping a Four Loko, and they're like, "What? Please, yeah. I become God."
Yeah, no, you have to go back to ancient civilizations like that, and then they think you're God.
I mean, a Tesla looks like a space UFO.
Is it a
Someone
bold?
said space
Is it a
machine.
bold statement to say the Mayan civilization collapsed because they could not handle the savory beefness of the Big Mac sandwich
Probably.
with two patties on with lettuce and cheese and onions
Two
on a
all
sandwich?
beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on it. Shut the fuck up. Let me get a clean take. Because this is my chance to get in with McDonald's, not you. You fucked yourself, sloppy
Fuck
mouth.
McDonald's. They don't
Two
fry
all
the pies
beef
anymore.
patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
They don't fry their pies
Call
anymore.
me.
McDonald's can suck my
Who's
dick.
eating a fucking pie from McDonald's?
Me.
You piece of shit. You're gonna die from seeing any of the
I
things we
hope.
talk about.
Yeah.
Because you're eating pies from McDonald's like it's the 90s.
Go back and give a Chinese emperor the bold taste of Panda Express.
Oh my god.
Family feast. No, this is orange chicken. It's Chinese food. Eat it.
Ugh.
They've got those guards with the big swords on sticks. I feel like at my neck, I'm like, spring roll?
Yeah, there's many things we could do, and we should do it. Hey, folks, welcome to the Dapper Dads. Weird. Episode
Weird.
154. How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Blessings to you and yours.
We're new here.
Um,
Would you mind showing us around?
yeah.
I'm new in town. I'm here. I'm gay.
Get used to
I got
Get accustomed to
$14.
it.
I have AIDS. And I'm trying to have fun.
Oh, I was like, this is from something. Go to www.thedapperdads.com. It was recently updated. Not in entirety, but
There
enough.
was stuff happening on there.
Stuff happened. I had to edit so much shit. Sorry about the audio issues. We don't know either.
We don't know. Yeah, we wish we had an answer.
That's called being away for too long.
Yeah, it just happened.
You know, it's fun finding out that when the audio does mess up on the audio, that it affects the way I have to edit the video, and spending right back into it so much of my free time trying to figure out what is wrong with the video, and then instantly cursing the fact that we got back together.
I mean, we don't have to do the video.
It feels like that, but at this point,
What are you gonna do?
Like, we've done it forever.
This is why we need
No
it.
one watches it. No one
No.
cares about any of this. We're on our way out, baby. Go to www.patreon.com/dapperdads. Find out what we are watching on the internet. We just
Yeah, it
discussed
is
We have some
gross.
recommendations.
You can hear
As
some
long
things.
as you're physically fit, mentally fit. What's
Both?
epilepsy?
Mental,
Mental?
physical,
Yeah, I know. It's a real
mental
gamble.
that affects the physical. It's a brain thing. So
It's
that's
for sure
physical.
a brain thing. But
But it's not like
mental.
depression.
Right, it's not mental health.
Yeah. Like
don't know.
I'm sure
Listen.
you could have epilepsy and be bipolar.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Listen, we have never claimed to be doctors.
No,
most of the
doctors
time.
of love, perhaps.
They call us Dr. Love, and then a dog dick shows up.
They call me Dr. Zhivago.
Go to dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com. We have an email, and we will hopefully read it, but can't figure out the internet, and the monitor is not back from the dead yet.
I can access the
Yeah,
email.
we'll get to it if we want to. But someone did one. 4027-DAPPER, that's 4027-327737. That's a phone number, which means you can call it or text it. You know that we will not harass you in any form.
In any way. We did get some texts from somebody who was just we found this.
Oh, yeah. And then we didn't even tell them the end game here.
No.
We just fucked with them.
Yeah. Which is traditionally what happens when you text the phone number.
Right. And some people just chat at us. But also, we're not saying this because there was an incident. It feels like we're really leaning into this.
Yeah,
and we want to make
like
it very clear. Nothing happened.
No, we're just really letting you know we don't reach out to you.
Yeah, people I think are concerned. There's no court proceedings
People,
happening.
no, we're not being like subpoenaed or anything like that.
Subpoena my dick is what I said.
Yeah, subpoena these balls, baby.
You can watch our, what's the thing you do when you have to go to court? Lil Wayne has that funny one, like where they, Jesus Christ,
What's
this new
happening?
dungeon
This
is
new dungeon
crazy.
is spooky.
That must be one of our guards killing someone trying to break in.
Yeah,
I thought it would take longer.
Yeah, I
before
thought
it started
people.
to happen,
Yeah, because I
but-
thought the guards would at least be able to like chill and like play on their like switches for a while, you know, like play
Yeah.
some video games, like chill, maybe watch some Blu-rays if they're buying Blu-rays and not streaming, you know, because they're like, hey, you know what I really miss when Netflix sent you DVDs in the mail, like that was efficient, like that was good, I like that.
You can still get that. I was just talking to someone and they told me they got that, and I was like, I don't even have DVDs anymore. I'm scared. What was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, what is it like? When you go to court, is it deposition, where they like record you and you explain like your side of it before you actually get into court?
I think so, yeah.
Something like that. Lil Wayne has one, and he just keeps threatening to murder the.
Yeah,
the
I
attorney.
remember this because he was
And
like,
he's like, anything can happen in the world once you're out of here. No one can protect you. And the guy's like, is that a threat? And he's like, I don't think so. And it's like one of
I
the
don't think so.
greatest things ever. And he like has his hood over his face, and they're like, what about this day? And he's like, I don't remember what I did that day. Because that's like what you do is just you say like, I don't know, I don't remember, I don't recall. I want to get into that, but I don't want it to be like a big deal.
Oh, it's going to be a big deal if you're having to do a deposition.
You would think so, but I'd like a smaller deal. I don't want to make a big fuss.
What's the
about it.
smallest deal you could have that would be acceptable? What's the biggest smallest deal you could accept?
I don't know. Just like a speeding ticket, but for some reason I got to tell my side of it.
So what happened? I don't know what happened that day.
I don't remember.
Well,
driving.
the cop said he saw you going 55.
Cop sounds like a liar.
Anything could happen to a cop outside of here. You see the way the world is recently. Did you just threaten a cop? No, I'm just
I don't think
saying.
so. Terroristic threats against police officers.
Yeah, terroristic threats.
Yeah, people tell me I do. That's all I do.
Blue lives aren't real, baby.
What happened to being able to say I'm gonna fucking kill you, but not actually meaning
Right,
it,
whatever
unless
happened.
it gets to
Whatever
that
happened to
point.
just saying shit you don't mean?
Yeah,
out of
of
anger.
passion.
Out of
Yep,
passion.
both of them. Passionate anger.
Anger is in the same vein as passion. So is love.
If I get into an altercation,
I have to
I'm
scream.
gonna
I'm
say
gonna
I'm
fucking
gonna
kill you.
fucking kill you. And I think it's all understood that I most likely won't unless we're gonna really take it there. I'm capable of it. I'm capable of taking another man's life.
I'm capable of doing it, but like you gotta catch me on a day, you know?
Yeah, you gotta just sneeze near me and I'll fucking
Yeah, you
kill
literally just have to look me in the face without permission when I'm talking to you, and I will just end your life on this mortal plane, buddy. I will rip your goddamn head off of your neck and just shit down it, okay? I will slit your throat and fuck the wound if you even think you can look at me.
Could you imagine that's what happens to you? A man slits your throat and then puts his soft penis in it
Does it
as
have
you
to
die.
be soft?
Yeah.
I would prefer.
Do you think killing a man makes you
I'm
rock
not
hard?
gonna say that. Yeah, I think it does.
It probably does.
I know it does.
Probably
I think it
super
does. I mean, it has to.
Yeah, it has to feel really.
You gotta puke and then get the hardest dick ever, and then you go fuck a hooker because, like, why not? You just killed
then you
somebody.
killed a hooker,
Yeah.
sex worker.
Why not? You're on a roll.
Yeah, that's
One more, and
Let's
you're a
do a
serial killer, baby.
spree killer.
A spree
Yeah,
killer.
short time frame. Serial killer is usually.
Well,
You just keep-
you start as a spree killer, but then it turns into
Yeah,
a serial.
but
A
some-
spree serial killer.
Well,
Serial
yeah,
spree
everybody
killer?
starts as a spree, and then you hope to make it to serial.
Serial.
But sometimes you get so horny that you just can't stop killing, and you get real reckless, and you're driving down the street shooting at people and putting your bare ass out of the window, saying, "Come get me, you'll never take me alive."
You'll never take me alive. While your bare ass is in the window, you've got a sex worker in the car who is fellatiating you while you are shooting people.
And it's and your ass is on the window, so your dick is real. You know what I mean?
Like real
Smushed in.
small. She's just
Yeah,
she's just kind of kissing.
Don't kiss it.
Don't
That
kiss
implies
it.
that it's small. It's bigger. I'm just in a
Lick it.
weird position.
Suck it.
Then I flip the
car
Jeep,
over
and my ass. It falls to where my ass is up out of the window, but the impact has left me stuck, and I'm just
your ass is stuck in the window.
You pull up to a Jeep laying on the passenger side, and there's just a man's ass out of the top of the window, the driver's side window, and I'm just screaming. And then I'm like, but I'm screaming, "You'll never take me alive."
While this girl is dead from the car crash, but your dick is still in her mouth.
I don't know about that.
I know about it, and it sucks because your ass got stuck in the window in such a way that her head is now stuck. She's not dead. Okay,
get in here.
She's
There's
not
an icky
dead.
dead body in here. It's spooky.
She's not dead, but she is screaming and she can't breathe because her head is stuck onto your pelvis because of the accident.
I'd rather have her dead.
Oh, so dead, just hanging there off of your corpse from her head being stuck on your pelvis? There's an icky dead corpse stuck on my crotch. Get it off.
As my ass is just out of the window.
Also, fuck the police. Send a social worker.
See, police have to deal with too much stuff. You couldn't handle that.
We're not right. When I don't want to get shot. I just want it to be de-escalated. He's gonna shoot me in the ass cheeks. He's gonna be like, "Sir, put the weapon away," and I'm gonna be like, "My hands are out. This girl is dead."
I didn't kill her.
My hands are on the table. It was the impact of my recklessness. Get over here so I can fucking shoot you. I'm so horny.
I have so many different feelings right now. This is what it is to be alive. I've learned now. This
I'm
is
alive.
What it is just with my ass on the window. I just love the idea
ass
of
out the window, hand on a 9, dead girl on your crotch, yelling at a cop. I'm alive.
I'm finally alive for the first time.
Feels like the first time.
Could you imagine, like when you drive by an accident and you're like, let's take a peek. And then it's just a man's ass out of a window. I'm alive for the first time.
Dead body just swinging.
Yeah, you're like, kids, don't look. Kids, don't look.
Dead
they look and they're
hookers hanging from my buddy's dick. From my buddy's balls.
Yeah. So
I just need to clear my mind now. Balls. Blood on the leaves.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where this is going at.
Balls. Balls.
Don't hit the table. The audio will be completely fucked.
That's right where it fucks up. And
yeah, I will be so pissed. I won't put it out.
Yeah, we can't. We have to re-record
I'll just loop the first 17. I'll never re-record an episode ever, just so everyone knows.
Ever.
Because the last one, it happened pretty early on, and I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you anymore.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I might have been more concerned.
Yeah,
we would
because
have
I
had
was
a conversation about how to go forward. And
but now we're like,
I just release it because it's an episode.
Yeah.
And after time you talk to people, and they're like, I don't notice when things are bad. And then you're like, then why do we even try?
Yeah, why
you
do
know
I
what I
care?
mean? I do want someone to be like, sounds like shit. And you're like, all right.
I want someone to be like, it sounds like shit, and you guys haven't been as funny recently. Here's where I've noticed a downhill trend. But these last couple episodes are okay. But I've noticed if you stay, I want a goddamn someone do a thesis on us. I want someone to just research us and tell us what to do to be better.
Because it's like when someone points out like a flaw you didn't realize you had, but then you're like, holy shit. They're like I realize I've been saying 1,000% a lot, like agreeing with people. Yesterday I said it like 10 times, and I stopped and I was like, am I saying 1,000% too much? And it's like, yeah, one of those things where you're like, I don't want the detailed version. You can give me an overall theme. Like, we're not funny anymore. Sometimes it sounds like shit. The magic is gone. I know all these things. I don't want to be told I sound like Terry from Reno 911 was a YouTube comment we got recently. And I don't think I sound like that, but I don't remember the show enough.
Yeah, I think I'd have to watch some videos.
Doesn't he sound homosexual?
Yeah. I was recently told, because you know how it is, you don't hear like your Midwestern accent.
Yeah.
Like I don't hear it at all. But I have a friend that lives in Arizona, and I was talking to her on the phone because it's the 1930s, and she was like, maybe I've been down here for too long because I just notice your accent so much. I was like, well, what does it sound like? And she's like, you sound like this, ma'am.
Yeah, that's always crazy to me. I don't think there is a Midwest accent.
Right. Like, but then like when I travel to other places, people were like, oh, you're from the Midwest, aren't you? I'm like,
fuck off and die.
Why don't you just go ahead and fuck off and die there, bud? But give me some ranch first.
Yeah, because that's not how we sound. The Ope thing is.
Is there a Casey's round here?
The Ope thing does happen.
I need a Busch Light and a Casey's breakfast pizza, stat.
Well, that's just too specific. Of course.
Good.
If you go around and you're like, I need these specific regional.
I need a Busch apple And a
Everybody
come
drinks
and go
blood.
hot dog.
Oh my god, I got a come and go hot dog for you, buddy. Everything's bigger in Texas.
How come when I'm down here, whenever I ask someone for a come and go dog, they put their dick in my mouth?
No one sounds like that. But like milk or like we have like words where people are like, I've never heard about pen.
Okay, so what's a writing instrument?
Pen.
What's something you stick someone with?
A knife.
Okay. Like a pin.
Pin, yeah.
But there's the more north you go, they say like a pin, like it's a writing pin.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't do that. That's insanity.
Yeah. Why would you call it that?
What do you call
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
What? Is this a riddle now?
There's no answer to it. It's an answerless riddle.
Fuck you. How dare you? What a piece of shit. God damn it. I hate things.
Fuck you. How dare you? You're a piece of shit. I hate you. In that order.
I hate things.
I hate things. I'm a thing.
No, I hate the thing that you did. Who would do that? What kind of monster wants to watch the world
You've never
burn?
heard that?
No, I don't have
That
people
was on
say
The
stupid
Simpsons,
things
for fuck's sake.
What is it again?
How is a raven like a writing desk?
Yeah, I don't feel like I've heard that.
Remember when he had the it was the Gabbo episode, and he had the one that was falling apart, and he's like, how is a raven like and then the jaw falls off and the kids scream?
I don't remember that's what he says.
Yeah, because that's the joke, is that there's no end to it. It always gets interrupted. There's no answer to it.
Oh.
What is that, resin?
I don't know.
Chair oil?
Maybe. I'm not gripping my chair like this is a roller coaster. Maybe the things you say like a stupid fucking riddle that doesn't have an end. How do you say the street over there, that bar that Cole always goes to, the 5 Points, you know, that road, Highlander was on it?
Oh, rural.
Okay.
I
say rural. Like rural? Yeah, just rural.
I say rural, like rural on tap.
Yeah, I say rural. And
but it sounds like I'm going
out.
rural, like rural on tap.
Yeah, it feels like...
But it's rural.
Yeah, it's rural.
There was that joke on 30 Rock. She was in that movie, The Rural Juror, and nobody could pronounce it. The Rural.
Yeah, I just say rural. What else? Someone recently pointed out like all the words I say bad, and I was like, "This is great. I'm having a great time with this environment."
What do you call it? Rural?
Rural, just like
rule, like this rules.
Like a rule, yeah, or like a ruler without the
rule.
Rule. That's just what I say. But I know what I mean. I know it's rural, but I've just always said rural. I feel like it's there. I don't say it like rule. I say it like rural. This is great.
How do you say the state we live in?
Illinois.
There you go.
Yeah, Illinois.
Yeah, don't say the S.
I love it. I always want to do it, but like. I have a lot of times where I want to do things as a joke for myself, but would imply that I'm stupid. So I don't do it. Even though it's like way funnier to say Illinois. Or like when people say it, I love to say both of them. And then do you ever say a joke like that and then the person's like, what? And you're like, oh.
Or you're like fuck around with people. You're like, come on, feel the Illinois. And people are like.
I just always love when people are like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not from Illinois. And I'm like, both of them? And they're like, what do you mean? All right, never mind.
It's fine, buddy.
Just keep it moving. What other stupid words? Let's just do a whole episode like that.
Whole episode full of stupid words.
I always get shit
or what
for
people
like...
call things. What do you call
Dapper Dad's new podcast? What do you call?
No, what do you call the popsicles in the tubes?
Push pop?
See, I call them like icy pops or like tube pops.
No, you're wrong on that.
See, no, everybody's got a different name for these things though.
No, that's just a push pop.
Some people call them like icy freezes.
No, that's a whole nother thing.
People call them that.
No.
I call it a tasty freeze, and people don't like that.
It's not you because you're always sucking on chili dogs.
Yeah. People don't like it when I refer to the girls at the establishment as my personal tasty freeze.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. People don't like that. It's almost worse than an answerless riddle, you piece of fucking shit. How dare you?
This is why we need to be in person so I can drive you insane for a week. So for the next week,
I know. I'm just going to be
like,
house
God
picking my
damn it.
nails. Like, I'll figure out an answer just to make this make sense.
How is a raven like a writing desk drama?
I always used to get shit for if you've... it's so hard to say things a different way, not saying the word. If you've witnessed something, what would you say? Like, I blank that.
I saw it.
Yeah. Would you ever say...
I seen it.
See, I say I seen it.
I would say
I don't say I've seen it.
I would say I saw it or I've seen it.
That's what I always say. I seen it.
I seen it.
Yeah, I don't say I seen it, obviously.
I do.
But I get shit for I seen it when someone will be like, "Oh, did you see this guy that's on fire down the street? And I'm like, yeah, I seen it. And they're like, I've seen it or I saw it. And it's like, I will stab you in the face.
Yeah,
It's fine. And it's because I realized after this a long time ago was when people would always give me shit for it. And then I talked to my mom and I'm like, oh, that's exactly what you say. And I know we've been over this. She always says warsh. And I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, so
I'm good with
it
seeing because
always,
I don't say wash like an absolute fucking monster.
It has struck
gotta
me odd.
wash the clothes.
Yeah,
you gotta what?
Yeah, it strikes me odd when people from northern Illinois say wash, but then I knew someone from Ohio that came here, and they said wash. They're like, yeah, gotta wash the laundry. And
That
I was like,
person should be shot.
yeah, I was like, what kind of fucking accent do you grab from Ohio that sounds like that?
Yeah. And what's funny is my mom, that's just how she's always said it. I've never said that. I've always said wash. And I've never thought anything about her saying it until I got older and someone was like, you ever know someone who says wash? And then it was like, oh, yeah, my mom does. And just the glass shattering in my brain.
The glass shattering.
My eyes rolled back.
When you chew 5 gum and take a drink of an extreme 90s
I get a
fruit
nosebleed
juice at one point.
My mother, my own mother.
What was that? What was those commercials where it was like a juice or like something you bit into and you like fell in like a pool of the juice or whatever? Do you remember that?
I don't know.
It was like an explosion, but it wasn't. It was like some type of drink.
Are you thinking of the Maxwell commercial where the guy's
coffee?
in the chair? No, the like cassette tapes. Is that what that was?
Oh yeah, where he's
like, and the drink comes into his hand. And then a woman slides onto his penis, but it's all silhouette work. So
and
you
then
don't
it's
really...
like, we bring up the fire, make it burn.
Yeah, and then it's
just
like
real.
epilepsy. Yeah, and this was in the 90s where people didn't have dubstep, and it would have killed someone.
What was the name of that buffet in the 90s that was also a steakhouse?
Old Country.
No, not that one.
Is that the name of that one?
There was Old Country Buffet?
Yeah.
Remember we had one in Rockford.
Yeah, I used to go there. Breakfast buffet. Amazing.
Used to go there. They had the icy machine. That was what came in clutch. Getting the icy with breakfast.
Getting a buffet ice cream cone because that's anarchy.
Yeah.
And people think they want anarchy.
No,
go get the biggest cone you can get and watch it fall over.
Anarchy is the Golden Corral chocolate fountain.
No, that should just be
illegal.
Because someone's
banned?
always putting something
in it that shouldn't be.
Yeah, and it's like
someone's walking up with like a big hunk of pork chop, and they're like, oh.
And you should be allowed to have the chocolate fountain if you can police yourself.
You have to pass an IQ test to use the chocolate fountain.
You just like, we're putting sweets in it. Maybe breads. Maybe.
Yeah, like little short breads.
Yeah.
Sweet
We're
breads.
not putting
We're not putting
meat.
cornbread.
Yeah, we're not putting meat. We're not putting pizza.
You don't take your bowl of salad and put it under the chocolate
it's
fountain.
not a fucking dare. It's not a game.
Now, here's what I should...
And if you leave thinking you invented something...
You're wrong.
We'll cut your brakes.
Yeah.
You can't just get out of here. Then I got to go to the fair and see some guy who put chocolate on something, and it's not a thing.
It is Sunday afternoon. I think we could probably go slash some tires at the Golden Corral and get a bunch of them.
Are buffets open?
They shouldn't be. Buffets should never be open again.
If we're going to lose some things from this that I love, we have to lose buffets,
Yeah,
too.
buffets got to go.
Buffets are fucking nasty.
There's no reason for buffets.
No,
cheap food they dig out of the dumpster and refeed to fat people like cows in a trough.
I loved when I was a kid, Old Country buffet breakfast.
Yeah,
because breakfast is like the best buffet food. In my opinion.
And then getting just a endless. Well, because what did they have? They had like 6 fucking stations of just like breakfast food.
Yeah,
and then they had the meats. They were carving breakfast ham
much.
and like getting a breakfast prime rib.
Yeah.
with like a mountain of bacon on a whole plate and a bunch of eggs and biscuits and gravy. Like I just fill up a whole table by myself. I'm like, everybody leave.
You could do whatever you want.
And then you leave the plates and they just come get them from you and you come back to a clean table to eat like a hog again?
Yeah.
Buffets are great.
Yeah.
But we need to get rid of them because no one knows how to
we're
use
really
them.
selling them just to be like, they should be.
Because conceptually, a buffet is great if everybody was clean and had manners and could mind their business. But no, people can't. You got kids running around sneezing under the sneeze guards, and then fat people just touching salad with their hands, just getting handfuls of salad and croutons.
That's what when I was in Florida, the resort that we were at, it was all inclusive and it was like buffet stuff, but like high-end buffet stuff, which is insanity. They had a smoothie machine that was so delicious, and then they were fucking people with the cups. These goddamn little cups.
Tiny little
I will
cups.
run for whatever political office to ban little paper, specifically paper. Then you put your lips on paper.
And then
also,
dissolves.
I went to this coffee shop that's like kind of by where I live to support them, and I like coffee. I don't want to drink Starbucks and
I was going to say, that
but it's
doesn't
the
look
best.
like a local coffee cup.
No, this was the little one. And then these. Have you had paper straws? I want to.
I want to
kill
die.
people. Because then before I'm done with it, it's not even a thing anymore.
No, it's just
So
dissolved.
you gave me a prank? Is
like
that the
you
joke?
gave me garbage.
Gave me a straw that's
you dissolved paper
just,
into my drink.
Yeah, why don't you just
that
give me the
wasn't-
wrapper of the normal straw if we're gonna act like this?
You
You
gave me
piece of
paper
shit.
to dissolve in my drink that wasn't even acid. You're a piece of shit.
And they also, it was like one of those coffee places where the thing tasted like just like coffee, and I'm like, I will tell people all day I drink coffee every day, but I don't drink black coffee, and
Right.
not like a little something. And I got like, yeah, basically what this is from that place, and it was just black at first, which was the first sign that I was not gonna enjoy it. It was fine, but it's like just iced coffee, and I'm like, I
Right.
gotta have something. Call it a milkshake if you will. My daddy needs this milkshake.
I'll drink a black coffee, not enjoyably, but like if I'm somewhere and someone's like, you want a coffee? Sure, they bring me a black coffee. I'm not gonna be a dick and not drink it.
I throw it in their face.
Oh, well, see,
Say,
this is
"How
where you and I
fucking
differ.
dare you?"
This is why I'm covered in burns and you are not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got to get
'Cause
ahead of the
you-
game.
This is why
You
I
gotta
don't
throw
drink
the-
coffee and you do.
You got to throw the coffee in someone's face before they throw it in yours. That's
true.
life, baby. You can't risk it.
God, I want a coffee when I get out of here now.
We are obsessed with coffee, but only after it's been talked about.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Because you don't think about it much. Because coffee's
I
just,
think about it constantly.
Coffee's one of those background things, though. You know, but it's like anything else.
Not for me.
It's like the crazy bread. Once we start talking about crazy bread, you think about crazy
I think
bread all
it's
day.
just us. We have bad impulse control.
Yeah.
And if someone that we like talks about something enough and gets us on board,
yeah.
which doesn't take much, then we're like 1,000.
I don't even like half the shit I'm into. I just do it because of you guys.
I can't believe we haven't been talking to more insane things.
Oh my god, I can't. With how suggestive we all are as a
know.
group, I can't believe.
Surprised
the
we
things
don't
we haven't
blow
done.
each other.
Honestly,
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're a hop, skip, and a
cabin
suck
year
away
3
from
coming
blowing
up,
each other.
baby.
But
We're there a whole secluded weekend.
I thought you were gonna say were they longer than normal, and I was like, oh, are we? Because that's what I was telling someone about it, and they were
cabin
like,
weekend where the blowjobs are longer than normal because they're awkward and you don't know how to get into it. at
I don't
first.
want a longer blowjob. I'll take a more efficient blowjob. Am I correct?
I believe a man could give the best blowjob because a guy knows what a guy
don't know about
wants.
that.
A guy knows what a guy wants.
Yeah, over time. Not the first one.
You never know. What are you gonna do?
You're
what
not
are you
gonna
do?
come out of the gate giving me the best top I've ever
There's
done.
only one way to find out.
I see. I'm so suggestible. Yeah, especially if it's a bet, then I'm like, of course.
I
I'll
bet
let
I can give
suck
you the
my
best
dick.
blowjob of your life.
Especially, I love being right. And I'm like, God,
I bet
this
I
is
can-
such a good blowjob.
I bet I
can't
can
be
give you the
wrong
best
and
slop.
right, but it feels so. It is wrong and right.
I bet I can give you the best blowjob of your life on the balcony of the cabin as we're waking up drinking our morning coffee.
Oh, you don't want to give me morning head. It's gonna take so long. Even if it's the best, it's not the time. I probably gotta pee.
And fine, 5 a.m. when we've been drinking beers for
That's
18
never
hours.
gonna end. That will be the longest blowjob anyone's ever
My
seen.
mouth is
I'm
so
drank-
dry from the beers. I keep rubbing it on my chipped tooth. I'm just like, does that feel good, baby?
You like that, Daddy?
You like
I'm
that?
like, I don't even.
Does
realize,
my daddy like that as I'm scraping your cock on my chipped tooth?
I'm like, I didn't even realize anyone had sucked my dick.
I
I'm so
didn't
drunk.
realize-
I'm so
I
drunk. I don't have a
didn't
feeling from my waist down.
I didn't realize my dick was out.
I want to get that drunk and just have my dick fall off. Sorry, I didn't realize my dick was up. Put it away.
Put it away. It's just bleeding. Like,
And it's before you even sucked it. It falls out bloody. You're like, what's up? You're like, he does this sometimes.
it does it sometimes. You know, you just drink too much. You know,
I think
it
it-
winds up.
I think it's the hot weather. It's
Go
just
on,
so
you want-
sweaty.
I'll show you how to
So
do it.
sweaty, it's bleeding. Yeah.
A little chafing.
See
You
my
ever
ass
chafing?
crack.
You should see my butt. You should see my butthole.
You should see my bloody anus coming soon. Take that to the 1900s and really watch some people die. My
Yeah.
asshole would kill.
Show them I spit on your grave in the 1900s and watch them.
I thought you were gonna say show them you spitting on my asshole. That would for sure kill them. Probably
show
more
them
than
a Serbian film and just watch society collapse.
But I was talking to someone about the cabin and the Jesus Christ, the 174 beers that were consumed
Yeah.
in a day and a
Yeah,
half.
you tell people that number and they look at you like you have a problem.
Yeah, which it's not that, because then I'm like,
It's
it
not
was
that
only
crazy.
like 20 beers a person, and they were like, still like kind of crazy, and I'm like, not the second day. First day, yes.
It's like
Second day,
30 beers a person over 2 days.
yeah, which isn't that crazy. It's a day and a half.
Yeah, I think 20 beers a day.
But that's what I told them, and then I was telling them how I woke up and my legs didn't like really work, that's when people are usually like, "Oh my god." And then he was like, "You should have stayed just another day." And I was like, "A third day would kill us."
Yeah.
Like, did you not hear what we just did?
Yeah. If we did
Knowing
that
that
for
we
a whole
had to,
Sunday.
Yeah, no, a whole nother day.
I mean,
Could you imagine even waking up and being able to continue?
Because that morning when we wake up that Sunday,
that
I
morning
am like,
is the worst morning of my life.
This is what we did. I want to give you a play-by-play last year. We slept for the 2 hours. I
know,
filled
I
the
was
room
there.
with farts. We woke up and cleaned. You smelled the
that.
farts before you walk. How do you? I bring this up all the time, and you always forget.
I forget so much of the Gavin until someone brings it up.
The whole room smelled like farts because I ate that half-cooked garlic bread over the fire at 2 a.m.
We all did, though.
Yeah, but I'm lactose intolerant.
You're just a bitch.
Yeah, I'm a huge bitch with the milk farts. And so because I remember
I can't believe we got the deposit back.
Because I brought it up later.
After all those farts.
I brought it up later, and I was like, yeah, I was farting so much, and you were like, you were like, because before I even entered the room, I could smell the farts.
It was like when you watch a paranormal show, and they're like, I feel bad energy walking into this room. But it was just your toxic asshole. Because, I walked up to the door, and I was like... And I usually knock pretty aggressively because I don't want to walk in on who the fuck knows what. Even just farting. With a lot of farting.
With us, you never know.
Yeah, specifically you.
I'll give you that.
Because I feel like you're the type of person, correct me if I'm wrong,
okay,
where you're like, someone's out of the room for 3 minutes. I'm going to jerk off and fart. And I know I'm right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So
I can't deny it.
It's a firm
I can't deny it.
Especially we've only been asleep for 2 hours. We're still both legally drunk. My legs don't work. I don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
This paints such a bad picture of us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. People think we're wild party animals.
But this is just like a weekend.
Isolated. We are.
So wake up in the room full of farts,
Occasionally.
clean a whole house in the morning, somehow still legally drunk, clean a house.
Over legally. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you're still
over the legal limit.
Still fucking wasted. That's what that means. And so,
what are you talking about? My legs didn't work.
Yeah,
just crawling down the stairs. Like, I think I'm fucked. Oh.
I think you're a little bitch. Wake up! I just start kicking you in the legs.
Emily, you're gonna have to carry me and drive my car with my legs, though. You can't drive my car. You just gotta push them back and forth. It's not like
I'm like
crazy.
crouched down there.
It's not like the whole drive there was crazy terrain that's scary and makes me nauseous.
And I'm just like puking on your feet because I'm crunched up down there pushing the pedals.
I didn't even picture you down there, but that is the way it has to happen.
Just puke everywhere. Yeah, and then we get home. We talked for 2 hours about a guy that fucks a horse in Dick Malaki. Then we got home, and I literally was awake for like an hour, and I just kind of like walked around my house and like,
is this all my stuff?
Yeah, that's what I did. Because I was like sunburned, and I'd like tripped on acid for like 19 hours. It felt like, and I was so
beers. I don't know how we're gonna forget all
so I'm just
the alcohol.
I'm like cooked, just walking around my house.
That's what I talk about.
And then I slept for 19 hours after that. I went to bed at 3 p.m. and I woke up at 9 a.m. the next day. I slept so much.
I didn't do it at 3. I try to stay up, and then I just eventually like. It's like this is what I talk about when you break your brain from drinking.
I did. I broke my brain from drinking.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I think it was after the first year or something. The day after getting back, I went to leave and I couldn't figure out how to drive my car. Like specifically, you know what I mean? Like forget the gist. And then I had to go somewhere, and I like was driving down the street, and the GPS didn't make sense. I'm like running red lights, and I just turned back around and went home and went back to bed because I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if I'll be the same. I don't care anymore. It's fine. And then, yeah, later that day. It takes like a couple days.
It does. You got to recoup.
Because I'll do that. I've done that recently, just drinking at my house, where you're like, I need a couple days to figure out what I just did.
I had to work yesterday after what we did, and that was bad. I worked in the afternoon, too, and it was bad because I didn't go to bed till like 4.
Right.
And then I woke up at 11.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 4, and I woke up at 9:30. But I had like the perfect sleep. Like I vaguely remember getting into my bed and then I just was awake and it was 9:30.
So
like one of those.
What happened with the puke?
Okay, so first off,
because what I remember from the puke from where because I was right next to him when he puked, just seeing the chunks as they were coming out and like landing on, and I had to like turn to like not feel sick myself a little bit, but then like looking at him later, I was like, this is what it looks like when a dog throws up. I was like, just big chunks of stuff everywhere.
So yeah, he ate a bunch of big fat pork chops, and so I wake up the next morning, and I slept super hard, but then I woke up and I did have a headache, and it was and I rarely feel like this, but I just didn't feel like getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Cole was on my couch, so then I get up and I make coffee, and he left like right away. And then, yeah, it was one of those things where I was like just trying to like feel normal, and then I glanced outside and I seen some of the trash, and I was just like, fuck. I forgot that it was like a whole thing. I was like, whatever.
I would apologize, but after what y'all did to my basement, I'm never sorry for what I do to your houses.
Yeah, it's a given. And that's what so I was like just doing stuff throughout the morning, and then I finally went to pick it up. And then when I got to see all of it, I was like, fuck. It was significantly, it took me over half an hour to clean up. Like there was just so much shit everywhere. And my favorite thing is there's a beer can all the way on the opposite side of my yard. And I was like, geez. And it was the first thing I seen. I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys. Like, we're throwing fucking beer cans. And then I had that flashback. Of me throwing the beer can. And I was, did I tell you?
No.
That I felt like I remember saying, maybe I said it to Matt, but I was like, I'm going to wake up next morning. I'm going to think that was someone. And I think I was specifically, I'm going to think it's Slim. And I thought I said it to you.
Yeah, it was me because was it when we were playing Pong?
No, we didn't even play Pong.
Not Pong. Flippy Cup. Yeah.
No, I think it was, I'm guessing it was beer darts. I don't know. I vaguely remember, but it was funny because it was exactly what I said where I was like, motherfucker. And then I just had the flashback of me throwing it and being like, I'm going to think that's somebody else tomorrow. And I was like, wow, I was right about that.
Wow. Talk about reaping what you sow immediately.
Yeah. So I was picking up the trash cans. Or picking up the beer cans, putting them into the trash.
We're still drunk from that day. We're still not right from it.
I was picking up all the trash cans that you guys left in my yard.
Yeah, we went around the neighborhood and took everybody's trash cans from outside, trash in them, and threw it all in your yard.
And then I seen the puke. And I was like, oh, fuck. Because I remember it happened, and I was just like,
because we started with a bucket.
Of cans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but we filled it.
Within an hour.
Early into the night.
Like an hour, yeah.
The table was just...
I felt bad about that because that's a nice table.
But this is what I do all the time. And then,
it had so much beer on it, those cups wouldn't stay still. They were just like sliding around.
But that's what happens. You just spray it off it. That doesn't matter. It was more so the cans.
You're spraying the cups off the table, just spraying everything.
No, I had to dump. Because then there's so much. That's the worst part is like dumping out all the different, like some beers you grab and you're like, did anyone drink this?
Did someone just open this and set it down?
I don't give a shit. I don't even know whose beers they were.
Right. If I wonder, I want to, when we die and go to hell and we see our statistics, I want to see how much beer we wasted.
That's what I think about with the cabin. When you say 174 beers, I'm like, I would love somehow to know how much, like,
of it, how was the actual
your average
number.
Can, like what percentage was actually consumed? Because there's for sure some where you're
there's
just
for
like,
sure at least a case of beer that didn't get
yeah,
drank.
it's because there's always like a little bit, especially ones.
Sometimes you're throwing them. Sometimes you're just pouring them out because they're hot. And
I had
bad.
4 cans that I know were mine from beer darts because I feel like I have a game beer that I'm drinking. I have the beer that's being played with. It gets a couple holes. Then I get a different beer. And you know what I mean? You amass a couple of beers. So there's 4 on the table. And yeah, it was like fucking just a little sip, a little bit more. Maybe almost half a can, and then like a bunch, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what were you do? Just opening beers and looking at setting them next to other beers?
When we were doing Flippy Cup, I lost track because like there were just cans all over the table. And that's what happens,
and that's why I think Matt was taken advantage of by the Flippy Cup because it'll fucking get you. That's why I kept saying, let's take a little breather, and then everyone's like, all right, bitch. And you're like, fuck you guys, then I'll win.
That was not me. That was the little man.
It was everybody.
Can we just brag about our streak for a little bit there? Like how
Me and
well
Cole
we were
too.
doing
I
that
like
night?
to say, I mean, what's the common factor in both of those teams? I really came through. I don't know if you've noticed, but we were playing one time and I forgot we were playing. And I walked into my yard.
Yeah.
And then you were like, yo. And I was like, oh. And I was surprised you got it so quickly, but I was more surprised we were playing a game.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, because I remember, because I drank it and I flip and I look around and you're just like,
I was going
like
to
a
walk
stupid
into my-
kid that saw a firefly and
Yeah.
like wandered into the woods.
I do recall being like, oh, I forgot we were doing a thing.
Yeah.
And then we still won.
Oh, I forgot we were doing a competitive game where I have to drink and be quick.
But then, yeah, so Matt throws up, whatever. I see it the next morning. It's like very full pieces of pork.
Yeah.
Like it looked crazy. And like that shit never makes me like feel sick. So my initial thought was just hose it away.
Yeah.
Hose it into the neighbor's property.
Whatever.
And that's not my problem anymore. And it was unhosable. I think the hosing made it worse. It definitely made it smell stronger. And the smell is what gets me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I hate this. So I picked up everything else. Because I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
like,
because it's on the grass.
Yeah,
it's like
on the
in
grass,
there.
and it's like really, yeah, like lives.
What are you
there
gonna
now.
do? Let it compost there and have the greenest spot in your yard?
Well, then, yeah, we were
Run
texting.
over it with a mower when it's dry, and then you got puke powder going on. Hey, maybe that's good fertilizer. Get puke powder all over your lawn.
I mean, we will get to what happens. Yeah, we were texting about it, and he apologized, and I was like, yeah, I don't really care. I just don't know like how to get rid of it.
Right.
Because I was trying to avoid.
Because
Like,
it happens to all of us.
yeah, we've all done it, and like, yeah, you forget when they're chunky. Because
Yeah.
that's what I mean. He threw up later, and you're like,
It's just
yeah, it doesn't
liquid,
fucking
yeah.
matter. I'll never think about that. And that's what I thought the first one was without being there. What I was trying to avoid was having to like bag my hand and grab it like dog shit. Because I'm like, that's a little too personal for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and skip that. And he said rake, which I was like, that's a smart idea. And then my girl was like, so is that puke over there? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, I don't know how to get it. I'm working on it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had a chair over it. And then I was like, I don't know what
So
to
nobody
do.
steps in it.
And she was like, poop scoop? Because we have like the poop scoop. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm standing out in the heat, picking up puke with a poop scoop, trying. And it's also.
If that doesn't say how much you love all of us, I don't know what does.
I mean, yeah, like you said, you just puke and like I never
Yeah.
have any hard feelings about it.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about cleaning it up. But the worst thing is it's still not working. Like it's in the fucking ground. Like I can't get it up. I tried raking it. It's
You have
not
to
really
dig
doing
up a
it.
section of your yard to get rid of it.
Yeah, I just have to
Get some
take it
sod
out.
in.
Just put concrete down with the little memorial post.
You know there's a sod farm around here?
I think so. Yeah, I feel like I've driven past.
I drove by it like a week or two ago, and I was so confused because I was like, because you used to, you see soybeans, corn, corn, and then I just saw grass, and I'm like, and then I drove by a big sign that said sod farm because I was like, this is unusually green grass. This is really healthy looking grass. Someone's taking care of this grass.
This is my farm with all my nice scrap.
Yeah, and then I saw the property that it was on. I saw the house they built on, and I was like, holy shit, these people have to sell some. What are they charging for this grass?
Too much. But so yeah, I tried raking it, tried poop scooping it. It's not working. So I was like, I guess you just have to leave it. Like I honestly don't know like how to get rid of it at this point because I feel like the things have also pushed it further in.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dog ate some of it.
I knew it. I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
The
which
second,
was the one thing I didn't want to
because
happen.
you even mentioned that. You're like, well,
Yeah.
I don't want the fucking dog to eat it.
I don't remember that, but yeah,
I do.
it's exact. Like that's the only thing I care about. You know what I mean? I'm probably not gonna eat it. Stepping in
Probably.
it isn't gonna like unless I'm barefoot. It's like a part of the house that like we don't really walk
yeah.
in. It's over to the side. I wish it would have just puked over the fence in the neighbor's property because fuck them. But yeah, I came out and I was told that she had eaten it, and I was like, fuck.
All of
That's
it?
not what I want. No, just some of it.
Well, at
But
least
she was like super into it apparently, and like I don't know. Yeah, it's still there. You know what I mean? Like we have to wait for
because dogs
it to
love
take
smelly
its-
things.
Yeah, but I heard like her snot was like into the ground.
Oh
and she was
my
like,
god!
because she doesn't get food like that.
You gotta
and it's like
hose her face. Yeah, puke. She doesn't get puked up food. That's
yeah,
a day old often.
Not typically. It wasn't a day old. It was only a couple hours. But I don't. Yeah, it's just gotta wait for nature to take its course. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, gotta keep her away from.
You gotta let me know how
puke
green the
puddle.
grass is over there, or if it died from the stomach acid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if it's gonna work that great, like fertilizing it, because it's just puke and pork.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
pork
It might.
maybe.
I don't know though, because I feel like it's gonna decay and get weird.
Yeah, but it's gonna decay and be fertilizer.
Will it though? Pork?
I mean, just meat.
Just pork?
Meat.
We'll see. Yeah,
Flesh?
there's no other. I'd love to throw some flesh down there.
Yeah.
Next time when he comes over and pukes in my yard, I'm gonna cut you.
You got to make it you got to make it a positive spin. Make it real metal. You got flesh all over your yard that might make the grass grow greener.
Yeah, but it doesn't look cool. It just looks like white pork.
I didn't say it has to look cool. It
pieces.
just has to sound cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it does. Mainly because I want it to go away. You know what I mean? I need it to be gone. But yeah, so next time we puke,
Over the fence.
ideally, yeah. Just onto their car. Just run up there.
Into the trash cans.
Yeah, when I'm drunk, sometimes I'm like, it's not a big deal. And you wake up and you're like, it's definitely a bigger deal than I thought.
Definitely
It's not like
much bigger than I thought at first.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not mad at anyone, but I'm like, oh,
but
yeah,
it
it's
definitely
just
like this sucks.
things that you can't clean up because you're like, I don't know what to do. Like,
Right.
what do I do? Do I have to literally pick each piece up with my hand?
And
or
like
a
that
claw?
would just, and I mean, like, once again, it's not something you get mad at your buddy at, but like I'd be mad in the moment. Being
Yeah,
like,
I
fuck.
don't even think I'd be like that mad, and I don't think it would make me sick. I just don't want to do
Don't
that.
wanna deal
I don't
with
want to
it,
pick
yeah.
up dog shit for
Right.
the same reason. That's just like, this is unpleasant, and I feel like I shouldn't have to.
It's unpleasant and it's not fun.
Yeah, and it's just weird. Like,
Yeah.
you got to pick up what your buddy ate earlier. You know what I mean? Like, I did not.
You're right. It's too personal. What you
Yeah,
said, it's too personal.
And it's just weird and unusual. Yeah, I did not know when it happened that it was like that, which makes sense because he had just eaten. But
So Matt's puked from drinking this year. I've puked from drinking this year.
I've puked from drinking this year, just not with you guys.
You got to do it with us.
Okay.
Now.
I'd like not to.
Well, somebody's got it at the cabin, and it can't be me, and it can't be Matt.
Cole's puked at the cabin before.
But this year,
I mean, he's done it. Or I guess Matt did too.
yeah,
Yeah, I've never puked at the cabin, and I don't like that.
I
would
don't
suck.
intend to.
But Cole, when he did at the cabin, it was the same thing where that was the first year, and I was trying to make sure everything was pristine, and I could not get the puke. It's an epidemic. I don't know why there's not. Like, what do we do about this?
Sawdust.
In grass?
Make it right as rain.
I don't think that's right at all.
I guarantee if you put sawdust on puke on grass, it'd be fine.
But it like gets in the even when like I had just mowed my grass. Even when it's short, unless you just have like real nice grass,
Like
real
real
full
cop cut
and
grass.
Yeah. Otherwise, it like gets in there, and I can't like I don't know if you can get it out. I don't know. I only tried a little bit with Cole's because I was like, I also don't care that much. What
Yeah,
are the
right.
odds the guy's gonna come right down, like walk straight to the
Just,
puke
whoa!
and step in? And that's the thing.
No, he
is,
gets
like,
out of the car. Someone
smells
puked
like
here.
a small pile of puke.
Smells like a small man puked out here.
Because it was just like a little like pancake of
little
puke
thing.
from a shot of Henny. He like couldn't handle.
Yeah.
I think just a swig, but yeah,
He
like
just puked up just the swig. That's what his body does. It just rejects what it keeps
definitely
everything else.
was pink and interesting. I guess I've seen him puke a couple times. I wonder. Oh man, I've seen Matt puke the most actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta. I hate, and that's what Cole did was like puke right where you like walk and exist. Like you gotta. At least Matt's was like off. You know what I mean? I know in the moment it's hard to plan for a big.
Yeah, because
barf.
because like we can talk this big game, but in the moment, like when you got to puke, it's just coming. Like it's
I'm
just
the
coming.
king of getting it somewhere.
I
'cause
know.
I think about
Because
it.
you're a monster.
Yeah, I'm well versed in where to put the puke.
Well, yeah, because you start feeling your mouth somehow get extra spitty for you, which I imagine has to be a nightmare.
Yeah, it just pours out. That
Yeah.
gif of Jordan Peele sweating.
Yeah, that's
my
you.
mouth.
But oh, yeah, the
Imagine
second
if you looked at me and it was just liquid coming out of my mouth, but it wasn't puking.
you know,
or
like a
anything.
horror movie when like you see a monster or something, it's just like it's like
Yeah.
black blood that comes out. It's that, but it's
Yeah,
spit.
it's just spit.
And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, here comes some vomit. Give me exactly a minute and 34 seconds to find a vestibule to puke in.
Which is funny because I'm notoriously the worst at putting things off, thinking that they'll just go away.
Yeah.
That's what I do with puke, and then I still
You did it with
almost
fainting.
always. I still do it with fainting because I've never fainted. So I'm
I
right.
haven't fainted yet.
I'm right. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't tell people what's actually going on with me, and I try to put them off until they don't happen in hopes that that works. And almost every time I've puked, that has worked. Specifically, one time I ran to the bathroom in my old apartment after drinking beers out of anger, and I just threw up
angry
everywhere.
drinking makes you puke more than anything, I feel like.
For sure.
Okay. We'll just accept that that's happening around us. Sorry, I started thinking about puking and drinking, and it's just I forgot what I was talking about. Fill the air with something.
Not this.
I just started thinking about puking.
You
now.
said, and you of course went, and then nothing.
This sucks. I hate that my brain does
Forgot what I was talking
this. I
about.
hate that my brain does this.
You gotta stop fucking it full of beers.
I can't help it.
I know, you gotta do it. Yeah, angry drinking. Was that?
No.
That was what we left off?
No, that's probably what made my brain shut off, because it's like, we shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You're too old for this.
Better, but makes them go
but
down
in the back
so
of my
much.
mind, it's like, hey, you've been real mad about some stuff recently. You know what would fix that? Like 3 tequila sunrises back to back, just slamming them off your kitchen counter till you are so drunk that you can't physically move. You ever do that?
Not tequila sunrises.
I did that, and it was bad.
Yeah, I think you've told that story.
Yeah. Like, when you talk about your legs not working from being, like, drunk, like, that's the only thing that I can relate it to in my mind, is just me laying there in bed, like, face, like, on my side with my phone, like, just being like, I have to stay awake, because I think if I pass out, I'm going to fucking die. Like,
Yeah, that's perfect. Because that's a crazy thing with angry drinking, like how you can really put them away.
oh my God. Like because, like, sometimes...
You ever angry drink a Four Loko?
Yeah, you ever angry drink just, like, a 6-pack of Ice House from the mobile by your...
Yeah, exactly.
You ever angry drink a King Cobra? Like, that'll...
Yeah, I did. Yep. And then, I remember that
That'll
night.
put some
Because
hair
I
on your
ran into
fucking
you that
chest.
night, and I had publicly done a thing really poorly because I was so drunk. And it was a whole ordeal, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Because, I got angry, and I specifically bought a 40 and just sat there and just drank it out of anger. And then you're like, you know what's wrong with the world?
Sounds about right.
Everything.
Yeah.
I hate things. Someone told
What
me
night
a riddle
was
that
this?
never... This was a long time where we were at Los Portales, and you were just walking down the street with someone.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Yeah.
And then I was pretty sober at that point.
Yeah,
but
that was a bad
I had
night for
just-
me. That was a
It
really
was a
bad,
night for me, too.
Crazy
I
that we met at such an
humiliated
intersection of bad nights for the both of us.
Yeah, and we didn't even know it. We didn't even talk about it. You heard about mine, but I didn't bring it up because I was like, I'm fine with what I've done. I've accepted my fate.
Yeah, that's what I
won't
had to
be
do
told.
too. Yeah.
I'm wrong.
And when you ran, and the fact that you ran into me when you did was like the absolute worst timing that it absolutely possibly
Don't you
could
love
have
that when
been
someone's
to.
like, hey, how are you? And you're like, great. How are you?
Yeah, like
I'm also
like
well.
literally everyone I was with was so pissed at me, and then like you
Well,
came
that's
up,
normal.
yeah, but no, they were like extra pissed at me.
It's
And-
normal.
Yeah, and
We just don't say it.
yeah, they were extra pissed at me, and like you came up and like you were dressed like a fucking party
No, we're
animal.
thinking of 2 different times.
Oh, what was
Because
this
it happened twice. Once, this was just me and my girl, and it wasn't the 4th of July. And you're
I
talking
was talking
about
about
the 4th
4th of July.
No, it's just another time you were with someone. This was a long time ago. This was before that 4th of July, I think. And you were walking, and I was sitting like with my back to the window, and my girl's eyes got big, and then she ran out of the restaurant. And I was like, finally, she realized that I'm a horrible piece
Oh
of shit.
yeah,
And then I'm guessing you were coming in there anyway.
Yeah.
Because like you wouldn't just be walking down that street.
right, yeah,
And then I think you sat with us, or that night. And
yeah. I remember
I had a night.
yeah,
But I assume everyone was still mad at you.
yeah.
Just everyone in the restaurant's like, son of a bitch.
God damn it, that piece of shit's back.
That's how I was. I was like, oh no, she wouldn't have got him. Hey buddy, how's it going?
Yeah,
Good to see you at this place that eventually will become our main.
stay.
Our main.
Yeah, so that was a fun little chat. Like, but like that night we went out and I got so drunk that I got 2 entrees and then I ate them and then you paid for them
Yeah,
very
'cause
kindly
you
because I
just-
couldn't. I literally was so drunk I forgot how money worked.
Again, we've all been there. This is what I think sometimes being like, we've all been there is not the best way to approach things.
Yeah,
Because then people
but-
are like, if we've all been there, then I'll come back later. Because I have had to pay for many people's meals.
As have I,
over
though.
my
It's a
drinking
cycle,
career.
yeah.
And I don't know if anyone's ever paid for mine. I'm thinking of at least twice, but like not the same person. It's one of those things where you're like, and you know what's crazy is I've never had that happen to me, and I'm thinking right now of several specific instances, and I
now
wish
I'm
I
a
wouldn't
liar.
have led with
I'm
this.
a public liar.
Yeah, I'm always a public liar, but I don't like to be instantly reminded that I'm wrong.
Because what I remember is I was like, I need a burrito and a torta. Dinner's here. Double meat now.
Yeah.
And they like brought them. I ate them. And then I blacked out. And I woke up because you were like, we're leaving. Let's go. And
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't pay. And you're like, we got it. It's fine. Let's go.
Yeah, and you're like, I know it's not fine.
Yeah. But that's the worst feeling when you know it's not fine. But and like, you know they're mad. But you don't want to be like, hey, thanks. I know I'm fucked up. Because you know they're going to be like, fuck you. You suck. I hate you. Wait, that's just an us thing. Never mind.
I've almost exclusively had it at Mexican restaurants also. Specifically that one. But other ones where I live and stuff. I accidentally fingered the bell a little bit.
Very gently gave it a little.
Yeah, it's my nail.
Yeah, just give it a little tippity tap.
Yeah, that's what we should get rid of this because it's far too loud, we've learned. And we just finger it a little bit. You know. whatever your lady loves, just a little gentle fingering.
Just
where
a
you're
gentle
like
fingering.
jamming it and rubbing it around.
Just
I know what the ladies like.
Ladies enjoy
And
a
it's
very...
smacking the top of it.
It's where you... No, they don't enjoy the smack, I found out. They like smack
Smacking
with their
your
dick.
Oh, okay.
But...
I thought you said with their dick.
Yeah.
You know what ladies love? When you
smack them
their
with their
dicks.
dicks.
Yeah, just take their dick.
No, you know what ladies love? When you fucking rub their clit, but you press down on it with every inch of force you have in these little knuckles right here.
I know what ladies
And
like.
just like you're trying to iron the wrinkles out of her pussy. That's how you got to do it.
Yep, we all know. We know what ladies like.
Just
of course.
punch the hell out of it.
Ladies love when you stroke their dick and rub their beard.
Ladies love when you fondle their balls in your mouth.
Yeah.
They love it when you suckle their balls in your mouth.
Fondle in your mouth.
A lot of tongue motion going on with a fondle. You gotta have a big mouth to take both balls in and fondle them in your mouth.
I want a girl that puts everything in there.
I want a girl that... I like a girl that takes the whole dick and then puts the tongue on the front of the ball sack and just wiggles it around. That's a girl I would like to make into a wife.
Yeah, I like a girl that does the same thing and then sneezes.
I like it when a girl does that so I can feel her beard on my gooch.
Yeah, I like a girl who does that, and her name is Jeff.
I like a girl who does that, and she has the biggest muscles and the hairiest chest you've ever seen. And
She
you go to
picks-
squeeze her boobs and their pecs.
And you feel her
You
dick
go to
getting
finger,
hard.
and you go to finger her, and it is a penis, and you realize you guys are talking.
How did we get
You
here?
realize you're doing this weird backwards thing where you are both in each other's ass somehow, and it is
It's
the
totally possible.
And
It's
it is
the best.
100%
Pure
possible.
ecstasy.
Oh my god, you are just hollering like a sheep getting it sheared for the first time in 100 years. You're hollering like a goat. You're just like, oh, like,
You know how goats sound?
Yeah.
I went to the petting zoo and all I heard was a bunch of
You're sitting there, you are just,
and then it bonked me.
you're just in a while your dick is just
The people in the campground next door are like,
the people in
my
the tent
God.
next to yours are uncomfortable.
yeah, because it's like hardcore silhouette, like having like
While
horror
there's
movies.
just feet and arms sticking out of the tent.
but
'cause
you
are
can
big
clearly see
men.
the dick just
Oh,
going.
you can
into
somehow
different
see the veins in it. Like,
Yeah. You're like, how are they even doing this? Is this just a
see a guy
sheer
press
thing?
his hand up against the tent, two hands, and he's just
He rips through the tent and falls out.
yeah. You
rolls
guys
into
rip
your
through. You guys
tent.
are rolling.
Whoa!
Rolls into your fire.
Is it good or are you having a stroke?
On three.
Oh, I'm having a stroke.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it is a horror movie. It's the ghost of the
Rolling into the
homosexual.
campfire embers from the night before. No, he's gonna squish the potatoes I left from the night before.
How are they not burning? 'Cause our passion is burning too hot. The fire can't touch us.
The fire can't touch how hot my rod is right now, motherfucker. It needs cold steel.
Roll out into the river. Like, we'll never. This is the longest sizzle that's ever been recorded.
Longest sizzle, followed by the hardest cum in an 11-second skirt.
Followed by the longest. Yeah, boy.
Followed by the longest, followed by that guy in the mountains going, ah!
You just see him float away like a boat.
Just see our fucking ecstasy afterglow bodies just in the river, just
Yeah, when we're
steaming.
we're on the beautiful Mississippi at night, drunk, waiting for someone to come tell us that the park is closed, and you
it's-
just see
and I-
two men inside of each other
Going,
roll. It's some sort of creature. It's the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, no.
No, it's the creature
Just
from the
imagine-
Ass
You
Lagoon.
motherfucker, come get your ass ate.
You're like, wait, I can be part of it?
Some poor cop going, oh no, it's a creature.
I'm like, listen, guys, I'm gonna investigate and kill it.
No, it's like a
Then
re-
you just hear me.
Don't worry, guys. Oh no, it's like a real, actual scary video. Like, you know those ones where the guys are in the woods and like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And you see it in the tree, but it's like trying to eat its own acid. But it's you going, no, don't worry, I got this. I'm gonna go kill it. And you walk up, and both of you and Dan are just
Like, don't worry, guys, it's almost dead.
don't worry, guys.
Listen to its death rattle.
I don't know why it's making that noise out of ecstasy. Just doing everything.
See, we've never felt true ecstasy, so we can't even joke about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how it sounds to be pleasured, right? Like,
Sounds like a goddamn gorilla having a stroke. Sounds like a gorilla got the wind knocked out of him, and he's like,
you know how love is, romantic passion with a partner.
You ever been so in love that you come in a girl's mouth, and instead of making a normal man noise, you go.
Her eyes roll back. Her head falls off. Like,
your head falls off your corpse and has spider legs and starts crawling around.
Like, sorry about that.
Sorry about
it's my
that.
first time.
Sorry about that.
Turning into a
I
bunch
guess
of
I've never
spiders.
cummed before.
Yeah,
I've only shitted and pissed and farted. I haven't gamed.
I've just been pissing inside of women my
I've
whole
just been
life.
peeing inside of women to neutralize it so they don't have a baby. If you're not coming, you don't gotta pee in them, you idiot.
I like when we do science,
Yeah.
especially when I'm certain.
If
it
you
must
come
be
in a
right.
girl and then pee in her just a little bit, just like a drop.
Yeah, you know
It's just
how
gotta
when
be a
you're
drop of
you can
pee.
just pee.
Yeah, it's just got to be a squirt of pee.
With the boner.
Yeah, you got to pee a squirt of pee into her, and it kills all the semen.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
No, it won't, because you'll just start peeing and you won't be able to stop peeing.
I mean, I'm pretty good at stopping
Just
peeing.
filling her up with piss.
Remember when we read that Reddit thread?
Yeah.
And it was about peeing in people?
Mm-hmm.
That was an exciting glimpse into people who have
People
better
who like
lives
to
than us.
Yeah, people who are getting off so hard that they holler like goats in heat.
It's probably because of the pee.
Honest to God, I wish I was in a sexual encounter with someone and they did something, not like crazy, like they didn't like shove a fist in my ass, but they like did something to my dick that like just like took me to a whole nother like plateau, you know?
But then you're gonna be chasing that ghost.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because she's gonna die immediately after, like most of your partners.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to everybody.
R.I.P. to everyone that's
Run
ever
the
fucked
list.
Slim.
40 minutes of like a very fast-paced
Very
credits.
fast.
Like,
You have
Jesus
warning
Christ.
may cause
Congrats.
epilepsy is
Yeah.
super fast. Set to dubstep music of
Wow.
girls that have died after they fuck me. It's like, wow, do you really have that high of a body count? I'm like, nah, some of them just like touched my dick and died.
Yeah, it's not in full.
I'm like one of
insertion.
those flowers that you can't even smell or you die, you know? If you even think about having sex with me, you just drop dead.
Yeah, same. As I get older, I feel like I understand hand jobs more.
No.
Okay.
I understand
You're
them
not
less.
old enough yet.
Be a goddamn grown-up and suck my dick.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, if you just like got it real lubed up and just powered.
Oh
me
yeah,
off real
lubed
quick.
up. If it's got
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
be
No
lubed up
one's
straight to
giving
shit. I need to be
Dry
I gotta
hand
have
jobs except 12.
I gotta have lube in the crack of my ass. So I gotta have so much
Yes,
goddamn
of
lube
course.
squirted
That's
on
where
my
you
shit.
start.
Yeah, I gotta have so much lube squirted on my shit that we gotta
You
change
stick
the
it
sheets.
in my ass and squeeze the bottle till it comes out of my pee hole.
That's how the tubes are set up down there, ladies. In case you didn't know.
At least mine. I didn't get my tubes tied. I just got them rearranged for some.
Yeah, I just got
fun
I just got
tricks.
my ass
Look
tied
at this,
to my.
ladies, and I squeeze the loop and it shoots out of my.
Does that mean you can?
flaccid
Does that
dick.
mean you can shit out your dick hole?
You're not supposed to?
There's a blocker
Well,
that I
'cause
have.
Yeah, because you push it out of your ass.
It's just a little thumbtack that I put
If
in the
I-
head of my penis to stop the shit from coming
If
out.
I lay on the toilet like Superman with my dick into it, then I can poop out of my dick.
But
wow,
then you have
we
to
are
clean
back
it
to the
out.
basics.
Yeah, we're
baby.
back to the
I
good
just-
shit.
Sometimes as I'm explaining something, I'm like, I don't know if I should
Like, this is
live this
gross.
life. Yeah, this is terrible. I never thought I'd have
Like,
to
I
say
just want
this
everyone to know
combination of words.
sometimes as we are saying shit, we're like, this is gross and it's too much, but we have to say it anyway.
Especially when you're halfway through saying it. I can't change that. I'm laying on the
You
toilet
can't
like
change-
Superman, and I was finishing a really captivating book that
I
taught
was
me a
laying
lot.
on the toilet like Superman, and I found true enlightenment.
This also makes it sound like that's what we think Superman pees like. Is just laying on the toilet. I was just trying to give you the motions.
No, I picture he hovers above it. You think Superman ever just like lets out a fart while he's flying around? Just lets loose a shit. Just
In his suit.
flying 100 miles an hour and just shits out the back.
I got so
What just
I
happened?
pulled this and it hit
I
my
felt
front
so
tooth
bad.
really
I saw
bad.
your face. My little buddy looked like he got assaulted. What do? I gotta beat up this mic. Come here, motherfucker.
We both are gonna beat the shit out of this after the episode's over. I'm holding my composure like I've been told to do. Yeah, it was one of those things where it perfectly hit my tooth.
I know.
It doesn't
I saw
hurt, it
your.
was
I saw that little.
shocking.
Yeah, that little
Scary.
Like that scary
Yeah,
shot.
I'm gonna have to censor
Can I
it
hold
out.
you?
No, I'm gonna have to censor it out of the video. I'm a big strong man. I can't have that come out. We'll edit all this. I was excited because I pictured just Superman flying with his ass out. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
That's my new thing. Is
Just
ass
the
is
ass
just
is out?
asses out. But just imagine Superman flies by you in a plane, and you see him, and you're like, oh my god, is that Superman? And further gets in his butt cheeks,
They're out.
and then just a little Duke comes out,
Big
shoots
Duke.
huge,
Long one.
huge
Like he's been
shit.
holding it in for a while.
And yeah, you have to see it come out slowly. And you're like, wouldn't the pressure suck that thing out?
God
Not
damn.
one of these.
No,
I
no.
have to release
It's like,
these.
it's like
in the-
gravity is like Krypton. It's a thing. Like this is just a normal shit for
I
me.
have to release these in the sky. Normal Earth toilets can't handle them.
Since we're on the topic of toilets, I bought
No.
a squatty potty.
Oh, I've been wanting. What is your review?
I just got it yesterday because it was the off-brand work version one that we had.
What's the name of it? Is it fun?
It's called like the Helps a Poop or something. Like I don't know.
that's
what it
pretty
is.
fun. Yeah.
I gotta look it up. It's like the Poop 4Es.
How much
or
was
something.
it?
It went on clearance. It was originally $30. With my discount, I got it for $1.74.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Because I want one, but I don't want to pay that.
that's what I'm
money.
saying. Because I remember
So
when
I
they first
was-
came out,
I was
like,
briefly taking things around my house that seemed like the right height and
yeah.
trying them out, and nothing was working for me.
'cause
But it's like a very specific.
It's
height.
a very specific height, and it's angled too.
Yeah.
Because they have like a diagram of how you're supposed to sit on the thing.
You were
and shit.
standing on it, right?
Yeah, so
Shit,
I have
you
it
couldn't-
mounted
you
to the
installed that
wall.
bar,
I have
which
the
is just a
bar,
towel
which
rack.
is my shower, bar, which
that
is
thing comes down
traditionally
easy.
loose.
I've
And then I have
seen
the
it.
foot thing mounted to the wall. I strap into the foot thing like moon boots, and then I just poop into the toilet. And I aim it.
This makes a lot.
Can
of
you
sense.
imagine
No,
walking into my?
splashback.
Yeah, can you imagine? Oh,
Walking
lots of
in on you.
splashback.
Okay.
Walking into the.
I mean, it doesn't
walking
get
in, I'm just
on
hanging
your
there like,
ass.
hey, bud. Just really
I hate the
straining
idea
one
that
out.
that implies that I'm like.
Oh yeah,
fine with walking
it
in
is
on
a no
shit.
white. It is a no wipe shit.
I thought you were
but
gonna say it's a no white zone. No white people in this
no
bathroom.
white people in this fucking shitter.
This is too nice for your
This
average
is-
shitty white person.
No.
to shit in.
White people aren't allowed in here. They suck.
Yeah.
Um,
and yeah, you're just standing outside looking sad, like, damn it, I didn't think this through. I got it in bed.
shit immediately. But no.
As soon as you finish drilling the sign in the wall, you're like, fuck, I gotta poop, and what can I do now? Can't take it back. That would be
Take it back.
offensive.
You can't just undo it because then it's undoing history. Then you're a bad person. But no, so I got it last night, and like I didn't have to shit when I got home, and
That's
so
the worst.
I know because I was excited. I was
sick.
like I want to try because I was gonna be alone when I got home too. So I was like
Really
really
let
take
loose.
advantage,
Yeah.
let loose this thing. So I hadn't even shit all day and like you know me normally I'm a 2 or 3 shits a day kind of guy, but also hadn't eaten a damn thing all day ever since we drank the night before that, and so like my body was just void of. It was taking basically anything it could get in. It was absorbing moisture from the atmosphere around me and eating that.
Traditional.
I didn't drink water till 6 p.m. yesterday. I wanted to die. Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah, I just chewed gum.
I don't know if that's the answer.
It's not. It really is, and I yelled at a lot of people. Just
This guy is in pure ecstasy.
But so I like
I'll have what he's having.
But so like I didn't have to shit. Boo, boo. So like I set it up and I sat on it, but like I did, which felt weird, like not shitting, but
Right.
having your pants off sitting on this thing. Because like I tried it with pants on and it was like tight. I was like, ooh, is this tight? Because they say you're supposed to feel like some tightness in your quads when you're doing it, but like your body gets used to that eventually. And so, but like it does feel like you are literally like you are squatting like
Right.
over a toilet at a point. Like I want to take a picture of me pants on and send it to you of me on this thing because like my knees are like maybe it's my large
especially
stature.
your size, I think.
Yeah, but like I will say that when I did shit this morning with it, it felt good. Like but like it was just one shit. It wasn't a great shit. It was kind of dry. It wasn't like a normal me in the morning
Did
shit.
it seem like it didn't take as long? Because that's what I've always heard is now they're just
Honest
like,
to God,
fall
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like because like you know me tradition because like I normally blast them out anyway.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
But like what I've been trying to slow down and take my time with it
Yeah.
because I'm like
Live in the moment.
because I try to do things differently and see how they apply. And so I'm like, let's see what happens when we don't just blast them out.
Yeah.
So I've been taking my time, just maybe being on my phone for a
Right.
minute. You know, just I downloaded some games again because
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
let's just see if we can work some things out. Like, I was like, it's my ADD. My ADD is like, shit, and go do the other 50 things you want
Right.
to do. This is annoying. But now I'm like, no,
Yeah.
why don't you just
See,
live
I
in the
cherish
moment?
my shit time.
I'm
That's why
trying
I'm
to.
scared.
That's why I bought the squatty potty because I'm like,
Right.
let's cherish.
I
some
want
of
the
this.
squatty potty, but every review I read says that it cuts down on your time, and I'm like, I need my stinker tinker time.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, let me try it for like a week. Let me
'Cause
try.
I
Let
wanna
me try
get-
it for a week, and then I'll give you an honest review when we come back
right,
because I
I'm
feel like
excited.
a week of
Right.
varying
Yeah.
shits
You
is
gotta
gonna let
get
me know
some
how
more
this
shits
thing
in there.
works. Yeah.
Because I want to get the squatty potty. I want to get the bidet attachment. And then
The
I
bidet,
worry.
the squatty potty, and then
'Cause
you're
I-
never gonna leave the toilet.
No, I feel like I'll just be done. You know what I mean? It'll fall out of me. It'll blast my ass, and I'm on to the next thing.
That's
Because I
the most
enjoy
efficient
wiping
way
my
to do
ass
it.
too. I don't know if that's crazy, but I feel like
Not really.
it feels like I've accomplished something.
I
If I don't do anything today, I at least wiped my ass, most likely. You know what I mean?
God, that is a good way of looking at it.
You gotta have
at least
you gotta
need
have the
that.
little wins.
Little victories.
Yeah.
Small blessings, some would say.
Huge blessing. Sometimes you're like, God damn it!
You're
I
like,
should
it's
get
like there's a
bidet. This
marker
thing
in me
won't
that's just filled with
fucking
shit.
quit. Yeah, but I'm interested in both. The bidet was like 1,000%.
I'm
on,
still so
but
sold on the bidet. Like, I want to get it so fucking bad.
I have it in the cart, and then it just says it's gonna take so long to get there, and I don't know why that's such a turnoff for me. Because I would have
Because
had it like 4 times by now
Yeah.
if I would have just ordered any of the times I looked at it. And I do this constantly. I'm like, why doesn't it show up in a day or two?
Because I don't want to order it and then it sucks. I want you to order it and then tell me it's great and then I buy it. And then
Right.
I just drive to your house to shit constantly.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey man, I really got to pinch one off. Turtle's peeking. Can I come in and use your bidet?
I guarantee with that drive, you're gonna shit your pants more than a couple
Here's
times.
what I do.
Every single time
I
you shit
will
your
bring the
pants.
squatty potty if I can use your bidet.
I don't know. The bidet feels more personal. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I've
Yeah.
never even used one.
Yeah,
I
I've
just
never used
am
one, but I would
sold
like
by,
to.
like, it's
The
one
idea.
of those, and it's one of those things where you hear people and they're like, they say exactly all of your thoughts and concerns, and every single person I've ever heard using one is like, this is how we should be doing this. I cannot go back. Like, it's so convincing. And it makes sense, because if you got dog shit on your arm, would you just wipe it off with
Or
toilet
would you
paper?
wash it
or would
off?
you spray it with water at least?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
If not soap, just water.
right. You would take care of it. You wouldn't just be like, this is this thing we do. I like, ever since I've heard about them, I'm feeling like that makes sense. But now more and more, and now they're just, it's time has given us like convenience with it, where now you don't have to buy a bidet toilet. You can just buy like $100 little ass sprayer. You know what I mean?
I know someone
Uh-oh.
who I don't want to divulge too much on a public platform, who has never used toilet paper. They exclusively use the wet wipes.
Is it Cole?
It's cold.
It feels like it's Cole.
No, it's I don't know.
No, he doesn't wipe his
No,
ass, and he
yeah,
doesn't
that
listen
man-
to this
yeah, that man
anymore.
doesn't listen or wipe his ass. Hey Cole, if you're listening, fuck you, you little shit. Why don't
Cole,
you
if you're listening, wipe your ass.
wipe
right
your
now.
ass,
Pull him down
Cole,
and wipe it.
I guarantee you
He's
need
just
to
like,
wipe.
"Fuck."
I know
He's
you
driving
need
his
to
car.
wipe.
Is that guy wiping his ass in his car?
He better be. It looks like he needs to.
Yeah.
Little shit, wipe your shit up.
They've used baby wipes forever
Yeah, they've used use
mean,
baby wipes.
since they were a baby.
They
Makes sense.
yeah, they don't use because I was like
Those are super bad for everything.
yeah.
They say.
And I'm like, so you constantly wipe your ass with something that's wet? They're like, you constantly wipe your ass with something that's dry? I'm like, okay.
It does make.
I
yeah,
could see if
you're
you
right.
were, yeah, they're
Yeah,
like, we're both
counterpoint.
right.
Yeah.
Counterpoint accepted. It's like, yeah, I get
It's just
it.
a normal thing, though. You know.
Right,
what I
it's just
mean?
one of those
It's
things
how
that like
it
you just
works
accept.
here
Right.
in this.
Like things
fucked
could
up
be
country.
better, but we're like, I don't know how.
Yeah. But yeah, the baby wipes are really bad for your plumbing, and I don't think great for your ass over time.
Over time.
But what do you? So they carry them
But
on
what am
them?
I supposed to do?
They take? Do they not take public shits like me, or they?
Yeah,
have
no,
them
they
with-
don't take public shits. They
Yeah, that
well,
makes
they take
sense.
public shits, or when they do, they have a small portable pack in the car. Keep them in the glove
So they
box.
waddle up to the car with their pants around their ankles to wipe their ass.
No, well, they like
Perfect.
they like bring
it is
it.
perfect.
They
You're
bring
right.
it
No,
with
it's
them.
Perfect. Could you imagine walking into Target and someone's like, "Gotta get the fucking
Can you imagine?
baby wipes out of the car"?
Can you imagine us driving back from Minneapolis and we stop at like a truck stop and a man is just
And it's me.
you know that one truck stop where it's like a long
Where it's-
sidewalk to get up to the thing.
Yeah,
and it's just
that's like every truck stop.
Yeah,
for
but
some
it's like a
reason.
man
Why
just
is it so
walk-
far
why is it so
away?
long?
Are you
Make
afraid
it
someone's gonna
closer.
turn around the corner and drive into it if it was closer?
afraid someone's gonna run into that snack machine where all the snacks are
You're
expired.
afraid someone's gonna drive into the men's bathroom, into the guy who's standing at the bathroom trying to solicit sex from you, and Cole's like, "Wasn't that guy weird?" And you're like, "Yeah, because he wants to fuck all of us."
Yeah.
Is that who's gonna take this hit, or the guy who walked in on me wiping my ass? See, if I would have just waddled out to the car to get baby wipes, I wouldn't have felt
Nothing
as much
makes
shame as that man opening the door and judging me for standing up and wiping.
I know we've talked about this, but that is the
I think
worst
about
feeling
it.
in the entire world.
I think about it a lot.
I am never, because I, you know me, I don't feel shame about like things that
not
people
enough
do.
things,
No,
right.
but
You
like
should
when
feel-
someone walks in on me and I'm sitting on a toilet, you are so vulnerable in that moment. That like, you just,
It's like when your dog shits and they look at you is because they're like looking at you to indicate if there's a predator. Is
Yeah.
why they do it, and that's how you, because you're vulnerable. Like,
Yeah.
are you most vulnerable when you're shitting?
Yeah.
I think it. Yeah,
You're most vulnerable when your dick is out and you were shitting.
I feel like the only other option would be vulnerable, like if I'm in the shower, like
Yeah.
wet and naked.
Wet and naked?
But I feel like I'm gonna be able to slip out of any predicaments.
Yeah, because I'm soapy.
Yeah, I'm not soapy. I don't use soap anymore.
Oh yeah. He doesn't
Hard
wipe his ass.
water.
You don't use your soap.
Yeah, put us together. We're the perfect person.
Oh, you guys just stink.
We
No wonder you guys should
occasionally-
just fucking blow each other.
I don't want to suck Cole's dick. I have to be honest. with
We're
you.
none of us
Not
do.
even a little bit. I'm like totally don't want to. You want to pull up that email on your phone?
Yeah.
Now you get to read the emails, which
Oh, I
I'm
love
sure
getting to
everyone
read
will
the
hate.
emails.
Dead air. Look
You
at
fill
us.
the air, goddammit.
What should we talk about? Wiping our ass? Being soaped up? Soaping your ass?
Dear Dads, this is from
was gonna
full
say.
government name, but we know him as Barry.
Yes.
So God bless Barry. If you guys don't know about Barry, he's our best fan.
Do better.
Do better,
Everyone
all
else.
of you. So coming from Barry Down Under. Dear Dad, sorry it's been a while. Life has been a bit full on, all falling into place if you're wondering. I quit my shitty job. Good for you.
Nice.
So I only have the one I enjoy. Just started university, in a course I love. Basically, life is going well despite the world falling apart. It's 2 a.m. and I'm drunk. Surprise, surprise. Just wondering how you guys are doing as life slowly returns to normal. Thoughts on Hamilton, the musical? Because fuck you, it's very enjoyable and my favorite musical. Low-key disappointed I can't share my excitement for my new Hamilton hoodie, which I'm in love with. It's fucking freezing, not relevant, but I'm dying for. I would love for it if it was freezing here right now. It was 85 degrees when I left work last night.
Yeah, that's fucking
Forever
fun.
yours, Barry. P.S. Would you rather only be able to buy things from Wish, no in-store purchases except for essentials like groceries or whatever, or only be able to shop physically, so no online purchasing rare vinyls or whatever you buy but can't find in person? P.P.S. Still my favorite podcast, and I'll never stop playing it whenever someone foolishly hands me the aux if I'm not playing the Hamilton soundtrack because it's the best, even if you won't admit it.
Can you imagine handing the aux to someone and they play this,
This
or
and the Hamilton soundtrack? Now here's where I stand with Hamilton. I don't like, it's not great, but like I don't mind it. You know, like
I hate it, and if it was a person, I would kill it.
my sister got me a ticket to go see it. I didn't pay for it. It was fine. I hear the songs. I'm not like, fuck this trash. I'm like, it's fine. I'll listen to it. But I'm not going to go out here and like, be like, hey, have you seen
Put it on
Hamilton?
at the
Let's
party.
talk about. I saw a lady in a Hamilton shirt at work yesterday, and there was a piece of me that wanted to be like, oh, that's a nice shirt, because like I just compliment people. But then there's a piece of me that's like, don't fucking do that, because they will stand there forever and be like,
Yeah.
oh my god, what's your favorite song? This is my favorite song. Have you seen it yet? Did you watch it on Disney Plus? Hey, Hamilton,
Streaming now.
Hamilton.
Yeah, I hate
I
history.
read the book.
I hate history, and I don't like when rap is used outside of rap.
This is what I didn't like. My sister, I didn't like listen to it at all before I went and saw it, because you know me.
Yeah.
Traditionally, I just don't get into things, and then like I see them and then I get into it, and that's
Yeah.
what I thought would happen with this.
Obsessively.
Yeah, and so I like didn't really check it out too much. She told me it was a rap music. She's like, it's a hip hop musical, which I've seen hip hop musicals before, and I'm like, they can be good
I don't agree with that.
or they can be very bad.
yeah,
Well, they can be done somewhat well.
they can be done better.
They can
Yeah.
be done better. This was a play that was inspired by hip hop. So
Right.
it was like very, for lack of a better word, flamboyant. There was a lot of like artistry to it. And it was just like,
I don't need you to explain Hamilton.
but they were just like talking fast. Like it
yeah,
wasn't like
I know.
rap. It
I've
wasn't
seen like
hip-hop.
the commercials. I've gotten the gist, and yeah, it's just not my thing. I
Yeah.
just those my main. Like I said, I hate history, and I like rap.
Now, Barry,
is rap.
I will say you can come gush to me about it. Hit me in the DM on Twitter. You don't got to go to the dads, so drama doesn't
Yeah.
got to read it.
Don't come. I'll block you.
You know my personal Twitter, buddy. You can come DM me. It's fine.
Stop
And,
soliciting interactions.
Stop
on the
soliciting.
podcast.
No, I don't text back,
the
but you
court
can hit me in
has
the DMs.
said- the court
No,
has said,
we know. We said there was
can't
nothing
solicit.
behind it. We said
Yeah,
there was
I'm
nothing
saying
behind this,
the
and it's
court-
innocent.
The people have told us.
The people have spoken.
The state of Illinois, both of them, has said you should not be allowed to do anything, specifically interact with humans. We're trying to cut it down. You can't solicit it. What else did he say? How are we doing?
Yeah, how are we doing
as the world returns to normal?
I don't know what it's like down under, but
probably way better.
Yeah, the U.S. is not back to normal at all, buddy. We are not back to. We are not even close. In fact, we got more people dying every day.
Yeah, New Zealand is like fine now.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it must be nice for you, buddy. We we can't do anything normal again, even though we're doing this against all orders and odds.
Yeah, and we have things coming up.
And we got things coming up we're not supposed to be doing either. But,
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say. But I think we're still here.
Yeah, we're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Can you taste anything? I can't taste anything.
That's the thing that scares me, because like I can't. Because I
can't taste anyway, and so I'm like,
I can't smell shit, and I think I don't taste the same as other people.
I can't smell shit, and I smoke way too much weed, so I can't taste anything, and then I'm constantly coughing, and so I'm like, oh, do I have it, or am I just high all the time?
Oh yeah, the frequent anxiety of wondering if you have it with little no symptoms. Because I've been drinking so much that I wake up ungodly hot.
Yeah, I hate
that. Like that happened after we drank Friday, and then my nose is all fucked up, and I'm like, am I dying? Not even from this shit. Am I just dying?
Thoughts on Hamilton. Like I said, it's fine.
Yeah, we've explained it.
Because fuck you, it's enjoy. I like how he said fuck you. Like he's really like about this.
Yeah. Well, I'm really against it.
Barry, I would love it if you would send me a picture of the hoodie. I want to see it, buddy.
All right. Shut the hell up about Hamilton.
I'm just saying.
Christ.
I'm supporting
Everybody
our son. Can you be nice? Support our son. You know what? You don't understand what he's into, but the least you can do is support it.
No, I won't support.
Also, I don't understand it at all, but I'm going to support it because it makes him happy.
No, I can't agree with that on certain things.
Okay, so then would you only rather be able to buy things from Wish or only be able to shop physically? So you can physically.
Yeah.
Because
Wish?
like God, it's such a Wish. My girl this morning was like, "Did you know you can buy a gun on Wish?" I'm like, "Doesn't surprise me."
All right, I know what I'm ordering.
I'm surprised. I bet I
be pulling up with the Wish gun
with a goddamn knife.
Shoots backwards.
It shoots and a bang flag comes out, even though you put bullets in it.
It just shoots like way over there, and you're like, I don't know. What
kills that parrot finally.
That parrot moved, right? No, that was the other house.
No, the parrot's still here. The dog's gone.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Also, yeah, he's apparently what we play when someone hands him the aux cable. So can you imagine hearing bangers? Imagine groupies. Hang on, guys, I got this. Yeah. So anyway, dicks, right? Superman on the toilet.
Like I can't picture anyone playing any podcast. I guess I need to know the vibe of the environment.
Yeah. Are you guys just hanging out?
But
like,
it's
talking
always
a lot.
Music. Like I don't know. Yeah, if I handed someone the podcast.
Yeah, if you just started playing an episode of a podcast.
If I gave this to someone. It's your burden now.
It's your burden now.
Have fun, idiot.
You guys take the Dapper Dads. Yeah, if someone wants to come be the new Dapper Dads, you can have it. Like, we're done.
We'll sit in the corner and smoke cigarettes and judge you, but not tell you anything.
And not tell you you're funny. We'll tell you when you're not funny, but we won't tell you when you are funny.
Well, we definitely encourage two people sitting across from each other for an hour and a half trying to do this, so you can maybe respect us a little bit more.
Just
and
a
the
little
fact
bit,
that we've never let you down.
Yeah, you know what?
We've never missed an episode. We've let you down.
Let us see you do it.
Yeah, because I feel like that your average person could maybe talk for like a half an hour, and then it would be like, oh fuck, and then you got to resort to
talking about dicks and shit.
But yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, Hannah Oxford in any podcast at all. Like even if you were like, oh, I want to play you this thing from a podcast, I'd be like, this isn't the time.
Yeah,
this isn't what I give you the Oxford for.
This isn't what
it has to be music, and it has to be music I can at least kind of enjoy.
I mean, I hope things are going well down under. It sounds like they are.
I mean, yeah, he said he's having the best time of his life.
Yeah,
despite the pandemic.
Yeah, despite the pandemic, life is getting better for our dear sweet Barry.
I also feel like, yeah, we've jumped around a lot on this email, but I feel like shopping in person, I feel like you can still get like most of what you, even things you want.
I guarantee shopping in person, you get most of.
Well, yeah,
what
you get more than Wish, but I mean, like even like you can find rare records.
There's only like specific things. Like I bought those Duluth pants online, and then they treated me like a criminal when I tried to return them.
You are a criminal,
even though they guarantee. It says it all over the website, no bull return guarantee, and then that's
when you shit in pants and try to return them,
no bull.
Just shit.
No bull.
No bull, just shit.
No bull, just shit. And then
2020, no bull, just
and then
shit.
It was one of those situations where like it was making me so mad talking to this woman because I was just trying to get my money back. It was because first of all it was
as soon as she answered you were like, oh, is there a man I can talk to?
Yeah.
You know, someone with a big brain that can understand what I'm going through.
Is there someone with a big brain that can hear what I'm saying to them right now?
I thought they said no bull.
I thought they said no bull.
You be in a kitchen?
I thought they said no bull
cooking,
which I didn't realize they let women work here. Yeah. skit, and I start spraying her with. I just start making dogs
Through the phone. You're just spraying your phone.
Well, no,
wet.
I drove.
No, my phone is.
No, I drove an hour
you-
to the
I
Duluth
forgot-
store.
I forgot, yeah.
I drove there, and then I was like, I just would like the money back on my card, and they're like, well, we shouldn't even put these back out on the floor. I'm like, what's wrong with them?
They're shit on them.
There was like a
Human
little
shit.
bit of cat hair on like one of the legs, and they were like, well, these are unpresentable. They can't go back out. I'm like, you can't just take a lint roll. I was like, what do you?
I think it was the turd.
It was the turd. It was the
huge-
fact they smelled like weed and shit.
The huge Superman turd in the pant leg.
Well, and then
That implies that you shit into the pants. Like
while
you weren't
you were
wearing them.
flying.
You were just like, I'm shitting into the pants.
was at an
I'm
angle.
not shitting my pants.
wasn't
I'm
even
shitting.
soft enough to break into the legs. It's
Yeah,
just
you
at a
got the
hard
squatty
angle.
potty and you just shit. down
Yeah,
the
and it was a
leg of
fast,
pant.
efficient shit going down the leg of a pant.
And you took them and were like, I would like to return these. There appears to be a dookie in the leg.
Well, it was $117 worth of pants that I bought. It was 2 pairs of pants, and they're like, "You want store credit?" And I was
love
like,
how you're like, I refuse to spend money on things most of the time, but
and I finally do, and it fucked me.
$60 pants.
Yeah, then I do, and it fucks
I don't
me.
even know if I've ever.
This
had
is why I
$60
don't spend
pants.
money on things, because if I buy a $10 pair of pants and they fuck me, it's like, okay, I'm out as much as a meal at Burger King. If I pay
Well, you're
$170,
also going to like a very specific store.
well, yeah, because they were like, these pants are like cooling, and they got extra room for your balls, and they're long enough for
Those are your
you.
problems with pants. They're too hot, not enough room for the balls. I just
Yeah.
picture like a big pouch, like joggers for my balls.
For my balls.
and just holes.
It was
in
one of those
the jeans.
awful situations where I felt awful because I had to be like, what about the no bulver guarantee?
Yeah, you're a bad person. Like these-
And then she just looked at me and she goes, well, since it's your first time. And I was like,
It's gonna be my last time.
I was like, I
too,
feel like I
you
felt like when I was a
bitch.
teenager and that girl took my virginity and then yelled at me about it.
Yeah, was
She
that
took my
girl.
virginity and then she cried about it.
I mean, I think we can understand where
Yeah,
she's coming
yeah,
from.
yeah.
Could you imagine you making even worse love than you are capable of now, which
No,
is pretty
it's-
bad?
yeah,
Your first, like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
doing.
Shoving it everywhere, and then I'm shoving it everywhere.
I shoved it in, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but it
Once,
wasn't.
and then I was done.
It wasn't an official.
It was a 3-pump dump. I was done.
You gotta. When I lost my virginity, it took so long. I was like confused, and not that it took long, but movies make you think you like put it in and you're done your
Yeah.
first time,
And you're just going.
and then you
you're
never
like,
know, like, because there's nothing else in your life where you do this motion.
yeah.
And then I was like, it was probably like 2 minutes, and I was like, what do you do here? That's just it.
What's
Like I'm
going
having a
on?
good time. But
Yeah.
TV shows and movies made me think it would be done instantly.
Yeah, I did it. I did it once, and I lasted 4 seconds, and then later that night, I did it 12 more times. So I don't know what happened.
That's why she cried.
You know, she cried the first time. The last
She
couple
cried
times,
knowing
was
that
fine.
she had created a monster who would try to.
Honest to
continue
God, yeah.
having
I
sex
think
with
after,
her.
because I think after a while she was like again, and I was like, "Do you want to?" And she's like, "Well, I guess."
Yeah, which is what we all love to hear.
Don't you miss-
Well, I guess.
Don't you miss when you were young and so horny that eventually one of you was so tired that you couldn't think you could go on, but you just wanted to keep going?
I
so
don't know
bad?
if I've ever had it like
Oh
that.
God, I miss that so much. Just being
I don't
so,
miss that
being
either.
So,
That
oh
sucks.
God, I love that. Just being so horny. There's just spit and hands everywhere and just tongs.
I
and
don't
just
think we did the
humping
same
and just,
thing.
Oh God,
I
yeah.
don't want that. That sounds like a
Fuck yeah.
nightmare. If
I
I was
want
that
that
horny
again
at
so
this
bad.
age, I would probably commit suicide.
That's sad. I wish someone was that horny for me at this age, but I am unfuckable.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is one, I don't need to be that horny. It would be irresponsible. And two, no one is
What's
gonna match
irresponsible
me.
about it?
Being that horny
I don't-
is irresponsible.
I don't see how.
Because no one should feel like that at this age.
That's fair.
And no one is gonna match you at this age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna ruin a relationship because they're gonna be like, I'm not gonna have any more sex with you.
True.
You
Sad,
have
but
to
true.
stop. And then you're just fucking blowing that guy and rolling into the river.
Hell yeah. A double tandem of veins and dicks and buttholes.